We are all in the Christmas spirit. It's going to be a big matchup this Sunday, Tim.
Oh,
big
boy.
matchup this Sunday. And I guarantee you by the end of it, one of us is going to be saying to themselves,
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
I was actually watching that movie last night. It was
That's
on
a good
AMC.
one.
It was on
That's a good
AMC
one.
last night.
yes, it is. One of my all-time favorites. We're going to talk about all that and more because week 16 of the Four Horsemen Pick'em starts right about next. Oh, baby. Football freaks, gridiron geeks, have no fear. Four Horsemen Pick'ems are here in the flesh. Baby. What is going on, everybody? Happy holidays to each and every single one of you tuning in.
Yes.
I, of course, am your host with the most. Hey, Pizzle, Alex Putnam, representing 10-4 Miami Dolphins, who this Sunday have to go up against America's team, if you will, brother.
Yep. That's right.
I cannot wait to see that matchup. Joining me as always, representing the opponents this week, Mr. Tiny Tim.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Tiny Tim, representing America's team 24/7, 365. The weather outside is frightful, but the football action is so delightful. Woo!
Oh, yes. So delightful indeed. And, of course, Elsie Muscles 28.
Yes, I'm here. Don't worry.
Christmas
Yes, I got a
party.
tree right behind me that was used in my my classroom since I'm a teacher. I would say it was the last day before winter break. So I got some nice gifts from the students, and that tree I brought home though to celebrate, especially because I think you guys would like having a tree in the background.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, and
Very
speaking
festive.
speaking of trees,
Oh, speaking of trees.
yeah, I got mine right over here. I put this tree together about a couple of years ago,
Oh,
and I have not touched it because it looks so beautiful. I didn't want to do anything to it.
that's
So,
fair. That's fine.
check it out.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Look at that.
That is awesome.
With the helmet as the star.
Yeah, with the tree topper right there. Happy
cool.
holidays to all my fellow cowboy fans out there.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the only thing festive because you actually wanted me to show something.
Oh
Check
yeah,
this
let
out.
everyone know I'm in the Christmas spirit. That's my door to my room.
That's awesome,
There's my
man.
wreath. There's my stocking.
All
Yep,
decked out.
all decked out, ready for a Cowboys Christmas. Hopefully, it will be a good one on Sunday, but we'll get to that later.
We will get to that in just a little bit. So let's not waste any time. Actually, matter of fact, how did we do last week? And as far as pickings go,
Well, there was a big update, though. I was the first person to clinch, and so far, one of only two people
is
to
correct.
clinch and steal Sermon's Pick'em pool. The pool. So only two people right now are actually in, and me and this person, Iconic Flame, are the only people right now to clinch a playoff berth.
I'm still on the hunt somehow, some way.
Hold up a second. What's that? What's that? Oh.
Oh.
Rowdy wants to say hello.
Rowdy, Bowdy. What's going on, brother?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ready for the holidays.
Oh, yes.
Same here.
Yeah.
I'm on winter break now, so
Excellent.
I'm on winter break, so I do not have to go back till January 3rd.
Last week I
Nice.
went 11-5.
Last week was
11 and 5 last week.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
Not terrible.
Not terrible, not good either, but that's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay because we are in week 16 and we are going to start out.
Yeah, I actually went 10 and 6.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Get my list here.
Get them lists. Got them notes.
Yeah,
Check
get
it
the
twice,
list, check it
And the
twice.
list, I'm checking it twice.
Right.
And the Commanders still not as nice.
Well, wait a minute, though.
Exactly.
There are 4 teams eliminated from the playoffs. The Tennessee Titans,
Yep.
the New York Jets,
Yep.
the Arizona Cardinals, and the New England Patriots were all eliminated. So they're all no longer going to be in the postseason.
So for them,
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
you get. Oh wait, better yet, Luke Nukem. I don't know if you're watching this or not.
Luke.
I got a special clip for him.
They're a living, breathing, statistical impossibility. I've never seen a team this bad.
There we go.
Oh, for Final Fantasy. That's
Final
all.
Fantasy 10.
Ah.
Hell yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Might as well get this one out of the way too.
Yep.
Ooh, banana.
Yes.
love it.
Merry Christmas to the banana.
Merry Christmas to the banana. Merry Christmas. It's
It took 5 hours to make.
Yeah.
Romy, all right, you're gonna make me do this one too. Okay, hold on.
You said you weren't a stooge. How do you feel now, you silly bastard?
Hey, Romy fan.
I love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Let's not waste any time as we start out week 16 of picks and predictions, starting out with Thursday night as it is the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. This game is in Los Angeles. And from what I'm seeing right here, Rams are 4-point favorites.
For the 4 Horsemen pick'ems. I like
Four
that.
horsemen, yes, sir.
That is correct. 1 for 1-0.
One for one. Let's hope we keep this up. All right. Referee for this game is
Brad Rogers.
and calling the game on Amazon Prime. You know who it is. Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit. But on Westwood One on the radio, you calling in the game is a Spiro Adidas.
Spiro
radio.
Adidas.
Calling it on the radio. It's a Spiro Adidas and the Mike Golick.
That is
Wonderful.
kind of funny. Wow.
I might have to tune in all by because I can launch Westwood One on my Alexa app, so I can do that.
All right.
Hey,
All
we
right.
got another Tim in the house. How
That's
you
right.
doing?
Another Tim in the house. Lowest ticketed price for this game is $89.
That sounds reasonable. Not too
$89.
expensive for the holidays. At least give some kind of entertainment for them.
Who you guys got and why? Saints versus Rams.
Saints versus Rams. I'll actually go first on this one. The Rams lead the overall series 43-35. The Saints have not won on the road versus the Rams since 2009. So 11-15, 2009 was the last time. And that was also when the Rams were in St. Louis. The Saints actually won. And that was also the same year they won the Super Bowl.
That is true.
Right, the greatest show
Rams
on
averaged
turf.
26.8 points at home in the last 5 matchups with the Saints, and the Saints only averaged 18.8 on the road in their last 5 against the Rams. They do not like playing the Los Angeles Rams. They have not won in Los Angeles before that I can recall. I think that before the merger, before they moved to St. Louis, I think they may have only won like a few times in Los Angeles. And then most of the other matchups were pretty much taking place in New Orleans because they used to be NFC West rivals. So because technically back in the day, it was known as the NFC West.
That is true.
But anyways, I'm going to take the Rams at home here. I just think they're the stronger team. The Saints are just extremely inconsistent. You got Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Puka Shaka, and many others for all the Rams out there to pretty much just get this big win. I think Saints will make it close, but I think the Rams will get the job done at the end of the day. I'm going to go as final 27-20.
Yeah, this is a big game in terms of playoff hopes for both of these teams. Rams are one of the surprise teams in the league with a lot of young players getting the job done on both sides of the ball, on offense and on defense. The Saints have had struggles on the road, but I think their defense will keep them in this one. I'm with LC. I think the Rams take it, but I think it's going to be close. Give me the Rams over the Saints 24-21, off by 1 point.
Oh my goodness, Alex.
Well,
That is exactly my score and my result in this game. I think the Rams are a slightly better team. The Orange is struggling. I got the Rams 24-21.
well, there we go. Love to see it. All right, now we got
My
some more
game.
Saturday games. Got some
Just
more
go ahead and get it
Saturday-
done, Alex. Just go ahead and mention it.
Oh, okay. As it is, next game on the list, it is the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game is in Pittsburgh, and from what I'm seeing right here, the Bengals are 2-point favorites.
Yep, you're right on the money. 2 for 2.
2-4-2. Referee for this game is,
Craig Rolstad.
and you got calling the game on NBC. You got Noah Eagle, Todd Blackledge. Noah Eagle and Todd Blackledge on the call.
That made me just hold back because I'm like, what?
Yeah, Todd Blackledge.
That's a name you haven't heard in ages.
Yeah. I think we all know the rules. Save the
Save me for
Steelers
last.
and for last. Tim, let's hear from you first.
But Alex, first.
Oh,
what is the-
lowest
what-
ticket price. My fault. Lowest ticket price is $83.
Wow, so it's actually less than the Rams game. I'm actually surprised. Tiny
Hmm.
Tim, go ahead.
I mean, I was listening to the Colts and the Steelers last week, and oh my gosh. I mean, I hurt not only for LC, but all those Steelers fans out there. I mean, that was brutal. That
It
was
was not fun.
Mm-mm.
And I'm sorry to say, but I don't think it's going to get any better. I mean, they're going against a Cincinnati team with a backup quarterback who has been pretty darn good in Joe Burrow's absence. I'll say that Pittsburgh keeps it close, but in the end, I'm going Cincinnati 27, Pittsburgh 20. And I will be shocked if they keep Mike Tomlin for another year.
What's their record right now, Pittsburgh?
7-7.
7-7. Okay. So this is essentially a playoff game because the loser here is basically kaputs. They're done. Bengals have won 3 straight with Jake Browning, but playing a divisional rival on the road is always a tough challenge. The Steelers haven't been good on offense all year, so now they're turning to Mason Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer.
If Kenny Pickett's not available. Kenny Pickett right now, I was going to say, is actually a game time decision.
And I'm sorry, LC. I think Bengals have won 3 straight. I think they make it 4 straight. So I'm going to go with the Bengals. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, bud. I got the Bengals beating the Steelers. Final score 28-24. You hear what I had to say? You hear what Tim had to say? Cool.
So the Steelers overall in this series lead the series 69
Nice.
to 39 overall. The Bengals are 2-5 in their last 7 road games versus the Steelers, and pretty much the Bengals before Joe Burrow, the last Steeler quarterback to get a win in Cincinnati was Carson Palmer.
Ooh, Carson Palmer.
And the Steelers did win the matchup 16-10 in Week 12. The Bengals in their last 7 road games versus Steelers averaged only 16.71 points on their last 7 road games. The Steelers averaged 24.57 points at home in their last 7 against the Bengals. Kenny Pickett, as of right now, is a game time decision. Right now, he looked like he was good. He's actually back at practice. So right now, it is pretty much a game time decision. If he cannot go, Mason Rudolph will start. And hate to say this, man, because the problem with the Steelers right now is Mike Tomlin is an absolutely terrible coach. But what did I say in my Crow video? I said that Tomlin is going to try his ass off to get that 9-8 record. That above
just so he can
record.
stay.
That's all he wants is that above 9-8 record. Realistically, the Steelers are not going to go 7-10 like many people think, or I would like to see. they're going to go 9-8. They're going to sweep the Bengals for the first time in a while. And it's crazy to think about that this game could be – I think this game realistically close. But the reason why I think that I'm actually making my pick for the Steelers is Jamar Chase is officially out for this game. Not having Jamar Chase for the game against the Steelers is going to be a huge problem. Even though Jamar Chase was not a factor in Week 12, just having him on the field is a problem. That is a big problem for the Bengals. And I think realistically, there's only been one time also in the history in Mike Tomlin's career, he's only lost he's lost 4 games in a row. Just only 4. One time. And Gary, be quiet.
Oh, wait, hold on. What did he say?
Oh, goodness.
At least I have hair on my head, Gary.
Okay. You don't need to call him out for being.
Don't worry. He takes shots at me. I take shots back. But let's be honest, though. When Jamar Chase was your leading receiver in Week 12 with 81 receiving yards and losing him, and then your next best receiver had 44 receiving yards in Joe Mixon, yeah, this is a problem for the Bengals. They may have had a good stride, but I think it comes to an end here. Mike Tomlin has only lost 4 games in a row once, and that was the beginning of 2013 season. Other than that, he's never lost 4 in a row. So give me the Steelers to get this win. I think this will be the last time. If they can't beat the Bengals, then I think that there's a problem. But also, Dashi, I would like to propose a bet to you for this game.
Bet. A bet time. Okay.
Gotta do a bet. Because I think it's time for a bet, man. I've not done a bet in a while, and I'm thinking I'm pretty good. So with this game, so I definitely want to make sure I get Dashi again because I didn't get a chance in Week 12. I want to get my chance for a bet this year with Dashi. So Dashi, here is the proposal: if the Cincinnati Bengals happen to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, I will see if there's a way I can get some of the, that snow where you can make it like the
snow cone?
Yeah, like the snow cones. You know how you could do that to shave ice or something like that? I'm going to see if I can get that and do a back body flop right onto the snow. Live on camera. I'll do that.
What?
So pretty much you get that shaved ice, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a bunch of shaved ice, put it on like a pool or something like that, or like the grass or something like that, just to pretend it's like snow and just do a complete back flop onto it.
Okay.
So Dashi, for you though, if your team loses against the Steelers, you're going to have to do the same thing. But since your Ohio snow is a lot colder than what I would experience, you're just going to have to do a back flop right onto the snow at least 10 times.
10?
Yeah, because at least he can get snow and it braces the impact. Like me, it's just going to be ground. Just think of it that way.
Damn.
I'll get to you. But anyways, I'm going to go with my Steelers to get the job done. I think realistically, the thing is, without Joe Burrow and without Jamar Chase, the Bengals realistically are going to have a tough time here, especially in the throwing game. I think the Bengals are due to lose a game. I'm going to take the Steelers, though. This is probably my last time picking the Steelers for a while if they do happen to lose, because I realistically don't want to pick against them, and I'm never going as a Steeler fan going to root for my team to lose. But I think Cincinnati gets the job done. The Steelers get the job done over Cincinnati. My final score, 20-17. I think this is the point where Mike Tomlin's like, you guys will not make me get that losing record. I will do whatever it takes to get that winning record. And at the end of the day, that's what it is. Hey, Dennis and Gary. Hey, Gary. No, Dennis is in the house.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Best in show. That's right. That's right. Dennis the Menace.
That's me.
In the flesh. Steelers contest Super Bowl. And if you don't like that, Mike Tomlin has 4 words for you.
We do not care.
There you go.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll make sure you pay that bet. Don't worry. I'll make sure you pay that bet. What we got going on? I see the comments.
We'll just see if Dashi will have the if he has the what word do I want to use?
Oh, wait a minute. Take the bet. Stipulation: whoever loses has to smash egg on top of the head. Ooh.
I'm for it. I'm all for it. So Dashi, you're on.
I think we got here.
I'm for it.
Ooh.
That means we gotta have a pay up video coming in the next week. whatever
That's right.
happens.
All right. Next game on the list, we got another Saturday game. Then we get to the Sunday slates. Next up, we got a this one's probably going to be one of the biggest blowouts of the week. I'm probably already say it right now. It is the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. This game is in Los Angeles. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Bills are 12-point favorites.
You're right. They're 12-point favorites.
12-point favorites. Good God.
Three for three.
Referee for this game is
Adrian Hill.
And this game is on Peacock. This game is exclusively streaming on Peacock. You got the NBC team. You got Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth on the call.
Wow, the show on Peacock. Okay.
Yes.
Peacock.
I guess I'll go first on this one.
Go right ahead.
The Bills have won 2 straight against 2 top teams, and now they get to play a Chargers team that has an interim head coach and a quarterback making his second start. So Brandon Staley, he's gone, and Easton Stick is making his second start. Buffalo offense really played well last few weeks, and that will continue here. I think Josh Allen will complete more than 7 passes he hit last week. Will complete more than 7 passes than he did last week. Last week, I think he only passed the ball like 7 or 8 times. He'll throw a few more this time for sure, as the Buffalo Bills get the job done over the Los Angeles Chargers. So give me the Bills to beat the Chargers by a final score of 31-17. You know what time it is.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
Because nobody
Circles
the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. And I think Elsie's frozen.
I think so too.
I'm back.
There he is. All right.
Right.
I'll go next on this one. Say
right.
Tiny last. Chargers actually lead the overall series 25-13-2. The Bills did win a game in Los Angeles last year, though. Remember the opening game last year?
They did.
I went to my buddy's house for that, and he was a Rams fan, and that was one of the worst games he saw. The problem, though, is, Alex, the Buffalo Bills have not won on the road versus the Chargers since December 6, 1981.
Since the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
Since I was
They have not won against the Chargers in Los Angeles since the 80s. But that streak's ending. Let's be honest.
Oh, man. I thought we were going to sell
Bills are – no, I'm not going to – I think realistically the Bills will win, but I was considering this making my point spread week, but I decided to play off of it. But realistic at the end of the day, I think the Bills will get the job done overall. I'm going to say the Bills get the job done. My final score, 34-17. Realistically, I would think they're going to close, but I think the Bills will pretty much pull it out at the end of the day. And Alex, you know what's played next.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
You know, as much as I want them to be the upset pick of the week,
It's not happening. I'm sorry.
it's not happening. Sorry. No, I don't see it.
No, it's not happening. It's not happening. I tell you what. Josh Allen, he's been criticized for all his interceptions, but he's been praised for his touchdowns, his running touchdowns, his passing touchdowns. And that James Cook just single-handedly shredded through our defensive line, through our linebackers, through our secondary. They went with a running game. They just counted out Michael Parsons. They counted out Stephon Gilmore. They counted out Deron Bland. I mean, they went to the run, and that's how it was. And I only got one thing to say about the Bills after last week's thrashing of my Cowboys. Well, actually, I'll let Coach Dennis Green say it.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
That's true.
That's it.
And they definitely will not be let off the hook this coming Saturday night because they're going up against the Chargers team As was mentioned, they have a new head coach, or actually an interim coach right now. Have a young guy making his second start, going up against a team that, well, if he could run up and down the field against my boys, just imagine what he could do with them Chargers.
Yeah.
Give me the Bills 33-17. Now it's the Bills.
Yeah.
It's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
Love it. All right, now we get to the Sunday slate of games. Might as well just start out with this one because it's. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Two teams that are basically done. It's the New York Jets and the Washington Commanders. This game is at MetLife Stadium. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Jets are 3-point favorites.
4 for 4.
4-4-4. Let's go. All right. Referee for this game is
Clay Martin.
And calling the game for the Jets and the Commanders on TV this time. It's a speed run with Adidas, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. Wonderful, spectacular, miraculous, sensational. And Adam Archuleta as well.
Alex, you might go first on this one, but go ahead.
Before I say that, for the Chargers and the Bills, lowest ticket price there was $44, believe it or not.
Okay, maybe the
and then for this one, lowest ticket price $20.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
I shit you not.
$20.
You want to go first?
I'll actually go first. Want to know why I'm going to go first? I'm actually going to spit some facts about the series. The Redskins versus the Jets. The Redskins actually lead the series 8-4, and they're actually 4-1 versus the Jets on the road all time. The Redskins score 28.4 points per game on the road versus the Jets, while the Jets only average 21.4 points per game at home. This is the 32nd ranked defense right now versus the 32nd ranked offense. In the end, Alex, sound the alarm.
Ooh.
Losing streak has to end at some point, man. Only winning one of their last 7 games. It's got to end at some point. And the Jets, realistically, their 32nd ranked offense is not going to be able to do anything. You put up a goose egg against the Dolphins, and guess what? You're playing Commanders team who almost beat the Rams last week, and realistically, with their offense, can put up a lot of points on that Jets defense. I think they win this game. Final score in an upset, 28-21. And yes, Dashy, I am for real.
Who'd you pick again? The Commanders?
It's the Redskins. Let's be honest here.
The Redskins. You're right. Good football team. Tim, what say you?
Well, once again, the Jets have great expectations, only to have them dashed in the latter part of the season. Washington's got an okay quarterback with that Howell guy. They're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Jets got totally demolished. And it's crazy. I can't believe that the Jets are favored by 3 points.
I don't either. Trust me, I don't either.
So I guess you can sound the alarm for me as well.
Oh, my God.
I love it that you're joining me on this one.
Well,
Yeah,
shit.
I will be real surprised if the Jets score more than 7 points because that's all I'm giving.
Thank you.
So give me those Commanders over those Jets 20-7.
I'm going to go 23-13.
Okay. So much for the idea that Aaron Rodgers would be back in this one. Although he was designated to come back from injured reserve just so he could practice. Jets are done, and so are the Commanders as well. The Jets at least have a defense that can slow down Washington. This will be ugly no matter who plays at quarterback for the Jets, whether it's Trevor Siemian, whether it's Zach Wilson, doesn't matter. Jets defense will keep them in this game. I'm on the opposite side. I'm going with the Jets to get the job done over the Commanders, Redskins football team. Whatever the hell you want to call them. 20-13. Give me, where the hell is it? Give me
the goddamn Jets.
God damn it. All right. Next game on the list. Let's go to H-Town, as it is the Browns and the Texans. And from what I'm seeing right here, Browns are 2.5-point favorites.
They are 2.5-point favorites. Good call on that one.
All right. 5 for 5.
5 for 5.
Let's go. All right. Referee for this game is
one of your favorites, Alex. Tra.
Although his name is Trey, we like to call him Tra.
It's the nickname.
It's a different nickname. Yeah, it's different. And calling the game on CBS, you got Ian Eagle and Charles Davis.
All right.
CBS B team.
CBS B team. All right.
Yes.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, this is a big game for both teams. Browns have played well with Joe Flacco. At quarterback. 15 years. But he lost his last road start against the Rams. Texans should have CJ Stroud back for this one. We'll see. If not, it's probably going to be Case Keenum once again in their 5th matchup all time. I saw that on Discord. Dashy pointed that out. Thank you. Shout out, Dashy. But this one's still up in the air. Even if he's back, I think the Browns win it with a few deep balls with their solid defense. I'm actually going Cleveland. I'm going the Browns to get going with the Browns to get the win over Houston 24-14. Give me Cleveland.
The Browns and the Texans. So the Browns and Texans are this is an interesting series because the Browns technically lead this overall series 7-6. Browns are 2-5 versus the Texans on the road all-time matchups. And then the Browns average 16.14 points versus the Texans on the road. The Texans average almost 21.8 points, 75 points at home versus the Browns. And the problem is, though, the Browns, they won last year against the Texans, but I think the Texans, I think the people who were still on that team last year, remember that game, and they want some revenge.
That's true.
Give me the Texans, actually, to win this game. Sure. I'm actually taking the home team here because if I'm not sure who to pick, I'm going to go home team, just like Mac would do. Go home team, and I'm going to take the Houston Texans on the at home here against the Browns. They have the favorability. They can score more points, especially if CJ Stroud plays. I think it's definitely more into it, though. And the crazy thing is, people are not really talking about it, but the Texans are actually a top 10 defense this year in the league.
Yeah, they are.
Actually do really well. And the Texans historically do really well against the AFC North as a whole. In games against them, especially at home, Houston has a really good record against the AFC North. Really damn good. And so far, other than that game against the Ravens, they've won the rest of the games in the AFC North. And I think they win and make themselves another winning record against the AFC North. So give me the Texans to win this game. I'm going to take them. Final score, Texans 30, Browns 27. Give me the Texans.
Okay.
I think I'm kind of going the other way on this one here. I mean, if Cleveland, as long as Cleveland still has Myles Garrett and that pretty good defense, then they should definitely hold their own. I'm still up in the air about CJ Stroud starting or not, but based on that, I have to. I gotta take those Brownies, taking them over the Texans. So give me Cleveland 23-14.
All right. Next game on the list we have is the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee. Oh, wait, hold on. Pause. Lowest ticketed price for Browns and Texans, $89.
Okay. Okay.
Wow, I'm actually
$2.5.
surprised it's more than the Thursday night game.
I am too. Actually, no, it's the same price as the Thursday night game.
I thought they were both one was 83 and one was 89.
83 was Bengals and Steelers.
Oh, okay.
Now, moving on to Tennessee, as it is the Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. And from what I'm seeing right here, Seahawks 2.5-point favorites.
Seahawks 2.5-point favorites. You're right. They are 2.5-point favorites.
Let's go.
6 or 6.
All right. Referee for this game is
Sean Smith.
And calling the game on CBS, Andrew Catalan, Tiki Barber, and Matt Cold as Ice Ryan.
Cold as ice.
Ice baby.
Ice maybe.
Ice maybe. That's one of my favorite though. Ice maybe.
Ice maybe. Who you guys got and why? Seahawks and Titans.
Seahawks and Titans. Those Seahawks have been playing pretty darn good, even though they're probably not going to be able to catch the 49ers in the NFC West, even though Seattle does have a great hot hand with Geno Smith. They did not let the Cowboys get totally away from their game a few weeks ago. And Seattle has really come through here. Meanwhile, Tennessee, as I've said, dumpster fire. I don't see them scoring more than 20 points. So I'm taking Seattle over the Titans on the road. Give me the Seahawks 30-20.
So, Titans quarterback Will Levis injured his ankle last week in the loss to the Houston Texans. So his status bears watching. So it's going to be either Will Levis or, God forbid, Ryan Tannehill getting the start for the Tennessee Titans.
Ryan Tannehill, someone you remember.
Oh, trust me. I know. Titans can win this game, believe it or not, if they do the right thing and run Derrick Henry. He's still, in my opinion, one of the better running backs in the league, I think. Although his days are kind of behind him, but he's still a force when he gets the opportunity.
Yeah.
Seahawks is on a short. The Seahawks are on a short week, even with Geno Smith being back. Might be Drew Lock. I'm really not too sure. So I'm gonna let fate decide.
Hey Alex, before you do that, I just gotta say this.
What's that?
I'm joining you.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to join you on this one.
This is our coin flip game of the week.
Yep. Simply put.
Wow.
So JFK $50 will be heads for me.
The number 100K is going to be the heads for me, and that will be the road team or home team? Road team is the Seahawks. So this will be the Seahawks, and the away team, the home team will be the back at the Titans.
And you got the American Bald Eagle.
I got just a giant AR.
Anthony Richardson.
All right, I'll count you guys off.
All right. 3,
2, 1. Baba booey.
Baba booey. I have the Seahawks winning this game.
I actually have the opposite. I have the Titans.
Wow.
Ooh.
I have the Titans.
Going Tennessee.
I'm going Tennessee. This is a coin flip, though, so you never know what's going to happen with this game. The crazy thing is with this game, the Seahawks technically lead the series, but the Seahawks are literally 500 against the Titans on the road all time.
They are.
And they have average about 21 points, 125 points, or compared to Tennessee's 22 points or 23 points. So pretty much this game's this series is literally neck and neck pretty much. I'm going to take Tennessee. Final score 23-21.
I'm going to say 21-14 Seattle. Sea chickens, if you will.
Sea chickens.
All right, I call them
Maxie.
buzzers.
Sea chickens.
Sea chickens.
Maxie. You big, beautiful bastard. How the hell are you? All right. Next game on the list. Ooh. This one could be interesting. Actually, no. Actually, no, it's not. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. This game is in Carolina. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Packers 5-point favorites.
5-point favorites for the Packers. Let me go ahead and take a look at this one because this one has been.
Before you do that, I messed up again. Lowest ticketed price, $42 for Seahawks Titans.
Okay. And for Packers and Panthers, it actually went down a little bit. 4.5.
4.5. Okay.
1.5.
That's okay. All right. Referee for this game is
Alex Kemp.
And calling the game on, I believe this is Fox. Yep. Chris Myers and Robert Smith on the call. And lowest ticketed price for this game, we got a $50.
$50.
$50.
50 for the kitty. How you doing?
It's a bigger improvement than the 45 cents than it was last week.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, it is because the Packers
travel well.
Green Bay, go Pack, go. I mean, come on. Packers won a game last week late.
No, they lost
the
their
Panthers.
game.
Excuse me. My
Panthers.
apologies.
No, you're
Panthers won last week with a late game drive by Bryce Young against the Mylanta Turkeys.
yeah.
That matters for the future. Packers have lost 2 straight, but honestly, I don't think they lose this one. Even as bad as their defenses played last week, Panthers, they're pretty much done. The Packers take it. Their defense lessens the heat on Joe Barry just a little bit. His seat is getting warm, but I think it lessens just a little bit. So I'm going to go with Green Bay to get the job done over the worst team in the league. 31-13, and call me crazy, but the Packers are my lock of the
This
week.
is my stone cold lock of the century. Or the week.
Nice call. I like that. Yeah, not much more to say after that commentary. Yeah, Carolina's just terrible. They could end up with the top overall pick for next year's draft.
Well, actually, the Bears have their pick.
Oh yeah, the Bears had their pick because they were traded away last year. So Green Bay this Jordan Love has been a real surprise for me here lately, and I think he and his Packers are going to do a job in Carolina. So give me the Packers over the 28-17.
All right.
Alrighty, Packers and the Panthers. Goodness gracious, this is just this would definitely be one of my just games where I'm like, why would you even bother to watch this?
Only as background noise.
Pretty much.
Background noise.
Or something
Right.
that you could fall asleep to, especially the Carolina Panthers offense. They're the 31st ranked offense, surprisingly. And it's crazy that the Jets are 32nd and the Panthers are 31 in offense. That just blows my mind. But the Packers lead the overall series 11-6. Packers are 4-5 on the road versus all-time versus the Panthers. And the Panthers have won 3 of their last 4 games of the Packers at home. So this definitely game seems like it could be a little bit of a game where the Packers cannot take the Panthers lightly, especially after they won last week. The Packers really had to start their game plan going, especially getting whooped by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, allowing Baker Mayfield to throw a perfect pass.
Baker Mayfield
Threw a perfect passer rating against the Green Bay Packers at home, which is absolutely fair.
The only time an away quarterback had a perfect passer rating at Lambeau last week, Baker
That's
Mayfield.
insane. Insane to think about is Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield. It's nuts.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm taking the Packers rebound this week. They got to get the job done. Sure, you may have beat the Falcons last week, Panthers, but you're not winning again. Let's be honest here. The Packers are definitely going to win this game. I think the Packers realistically get the job done at the end of the day, and I think they will get a surprising win. My final score is going to be Packers. I'll go 31-24. Sorry, 31-24. Give me the Packers. I think the Panthers put up some points, but I think it's too little too late. And yeah, it was one thing I did find funny yesterday about the Panthers winning. seeing sports like the ATL, Slito's reaction.
Oh,
was
Slito.
absolutely hilarious. Alex, I gotta send it to you. It is one of the funniest things I've seen in a while.
Oh, Slito.
Awesome, dude. Watching that end of that live stream was just so funny. Especially as a
Poetic
Falcons
justice.
fan. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because he's the Falcons guy on the TTC if
Falcons
it's still
guy.
alive.
Yeah, it's not, but he's still the Falcons guy.
Okay. So that's that. I said $50 was the lowest ticket price for this one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Next game on the list. Ooh, this one could be interesting, as it is the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. This game is in Hotlanta. Falcons are 1-point favorites.
How are they? But yes, they are. But it's
You
just
know
like,
why? You know why? Because look who's getting the start at quarterback. You got to crack open the Heineke.
Crack open the bottle.
Heineke starting.
Yeah.
Crack open the Heineke, which is what I've been saying. He should have been the starter right from the beginning. Should have been the starter right from the beginning.
So bad though.
Referee for this game is
Allen.
Yeah. And calling the game on Fox, you got Adam Amin and Mark Schlereth. Who you guys got and why?
Mind if I go first
Colts
on this one?
versus Falcons. Go.
I actually
right
have a
ahead.
very. I want to go first because I actually have a really good, some interesting facts about this series.
Mhm.
So, guess what the Colts' overall record versus the Falcons is in their entire history?
2-19.
No.
Higher?
15-2.
Wow.
They lead the series 15-2 against Atlanta. Their only loss in Atlanta was in 1998 when Peyton Manning wasn't even there yet. He was there the year after. Damn. So December 6, 1998 was the Colts' only loss in Atlanta. And and since the Colts have moved to Indianapolis, the Colts averaged 26-point games per game since moving to Indianapolis on the road versus the Falcons. And the Falcons averaged 21.25 points since the Colts moved. I'm sorry, but no matter who starts the Falcons, losing to the 1-12 Panthers shows that you have no future this year. Arthur Smith's seat is scorching hotter than the last dab sauce on the hot ones. Give Colts to win this game convincingly. I'm going to take them to win. I'm sorry, Taylor Heineke fans out there, including Alex. Heineke may be good, but the Colts defense is going to shut them down. Final score: Colts. Oh, it was pain management here. I'm sorry, but yeah, he looked bad. But anyways, I'm just saying their last. That just proves you how bad the Colts have dominated the Falcons. Final score: Colts 30. Falcons 21. Give me the Colts.
Yeah, both of these teams are still alive, but they have a feel of two teams that are going in the opposite direction somehow, some way. The Falcons will start Taylor Heineke, crack open the Heineke in this one at quarterback. He's actually going to be the starter for the remainder of the season, which is something that, like I said, he should have been the starter right from the beginning because he is the better of the two. Colts have been playing well. Minshew Mania, brother. What you going to do? Minshew Mania runs wild on you. I think that continues. I think Minshew Mania continues to run wild. This is going to be a great quarterback matchup. Taylor Heineke versus Gardner Minshew. I'm going to be loving to see it. I think the Colts find a way to get the job done on the road against the Atlanta Falcons. So give me the Colts 23-20. Give me Indy.
Well, I'm actually leaning toward the pick of the turkeys in this one because I think we might just go ahead and break open the bottle of Heineke and maybe, just maybe, hopefully this will be a chance to break out Bijan Robinson from his rushing slump. Hopefully that he'll be doing all right. Gotta watch out for Minshew Mania though.
Brother.
Gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for that. They're going to keep it close. At the end, I got Atlanta pulling away kind of late in the game. So going to break open the Heineke and give the turkeys the win. Give me the turkeys over the ponies 24-20.
Lowest ticket price on Game Time for this game, $33, believe it or not.
Surprising.
33, and then
That's one of the
Dashy
lowest
wants to hear Jim Moore. So
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
I just hope we can win a game.
we win a game.
Yeah.
All right, last game in the 1 o'clock slate features the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. This game is in Minnesota. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Lions are 3.5-point favorites.
Yes, they are. 7 for 8.
7 for 8. Only missed one
so.
because it was
missed
only
that
half.
one. The Packers. It was only half a point.
It's only half a point. All right, referee for this game is
Referee for Lions and Vikings is Land Clark.
And you got Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma on the call on Fox. I will go first in this one, if you guys don't mind, because the Lions can lock up the division by winning this game. They can, but it won't be easy. Vikings defense under Brian Flores had big issues against the Bengals last week, but I think they will bounce back here. The Vikings will get after Jared Goff to slow down the offense and stay in this one and win it late. So for that reason, sound the alarm.
Wow.
That's right. I'm going bold. I think that Greg the Leg Joseph from where, Lucas? Where did he go to school? Greg the Leg Joseph?
FAU.
FAU, give a hoot. Don't pollute. Last second field goal. 23-20. Skull Vikings.
Wow.
Wow, that is pretty ballsy.
Hey,
right
Alex,
there.
guess what this game is? It's definitely a Mac classic.
It's a trap?
It's a trap for the Lions and Vikings game. The Vikings lead this series overall 80-41-2. And Detroit is 0-5 in their last 5 road games versus the Vikings, which definitely is concerning. The Lions only average about 15.4 points per game on the road versus the Vikings, while the Vikings average about 25 points per game at home versus the Lions in their last 5 games. The problem with this game is this game just seems like a big trap, but I think the Colts are going to be, the Lions are going to be ready for this one. I think the Lions realistically are ready for this game. It may be a trap to them, but the thing is, this is going to be an interesting test to see if the Lions really can get the job done against playoff teams. Wait, Dennis, me and Alex both went to
Pause real quick. I'm a graduate of Florida Atlantic University, as is this gentleman, right?
Yes,
right
sir.
There.
FAU.
FAU, give a hoot. Don't pollute. All right.
So, anyways, the crazy thing is, the Lions I think the Lions realistically are ready for this.
Correct.
I think the Lions are ready for the fact that it's going to be the Vikings. It's a division rival. And the Lions, they need to break that streak. I think that the Lions do need to get a big win. It is now. I think they can get the job done. I think it's going to be a closer game than people think. But, Alex, I think it's going to be the other kicker for these two teams that gets the win job done at the end.
Oh.
I think it's going to be Riley Patterson getting the game-winning field goal for the Detroit Lions in this one. And I think that he gets the job done for the Lions. Last second, final score, 20-17.
Vikings their first playoff division for the first time since 1993.
Which would be crazy to think about.
Yeah, I'm kind of rooting for the Lions here. It has been eons. It has been eons since they last won a division. I mean, the last time they won a division,
Bill Clinton was Bill Clinton was in office.
Bill Clinton was in office.
Monica.
And they still had Barry Sanders on their team.
Yes, they did.
Oh my gosh, so old.
MTV showed only music videos.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think that was almost at the time when the real world would just spoil the whole thing.
Just started. The Raiders were still in LA.
Raiders are still in LA. Rams are still in St. Louis.
Chargers were in San Diego, which is where they should still be. FU Spanos.
I think the Oilers were still in Houston.
Yes, they were at the Astrodome.
In Houston in the Astrodome. Oh my goodness.
We're showing our age, are we?
Yeah.
No, the Rams were in LA.
Yeah.
Oh, the Rams were in LA. They had two LA teams, the LA Rams and the LA Raiders.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, this is going to be one of the most interesting matchups for this schedule for this particular week here. Minnesota's got a great team, but
that was the Marina went down.
Yeah, I'm going to take. I'm taking the Lions in this one by a field goal, and give the Lions their first division championship since '93. Give me the Lions over the Vikings, 27-23.
All right. Next game on the list. Now we get to the 4:00 slate of games on Christmas Eve, starting out with probably the weakest one, I would have to say.
No, the next one after that is. But I like where you're going at.
Actually, hold on.
Because one's at 405 and the others are 425.
Okay, we'll start with this one because I think this game's going to absolutely suck. But it is the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. This game is in Chicago. And from what I'm seeing here, the Bears are 4.5-point favorites.
They actually went down to 4.
Went down to 4.
I know.
Okay. Referee for this game is
not Brad Allen. John Hussey.
And you got Kevin Kugler and Mark Dirty Butt Fumble Sanchez on the call.
And of course, a butt fumbler has the Bears.
Lowest ticketed price for this one is Cardinals and the Bears, $46. And for the Lions and the Vikings, $125. 125 for the Lions and the Vikings. So for Cardinals and Bears, who do you guys got and why?
Cardinals and Bears. I'll go first on this one. Cardinals and Bears. The Bears lead the series overall 57-29-6. The Cardinals are 3-0 in their last 3 road games versus the Bears. And here's the crazy stat about this. The Cardinals have averaged 40.6 points in their last 3 road games versus the Bears, and the Bears averaged 22 points. That is concerning, to say the least.
Amen. Sponsor me.
Game time is a great app, I agree. But
Amen. Sponsor me.
This is crazy to think about how the Cardinals have really done well against the Bears recently in Chicago. But the thing is, though, have you seen this Arizona Cardinals team lately? They're the 31st ranked defense, speaking when the Washington was the 32nd. Arizona's 31st ranked defense right now, and they're playing a Chicago Bears team that is hanging in there and still surprisingly has some glimpse of a playoff chance.
Somehow, some way.
They literally had to have everything. It's just like that one meme from Dumb and Dumber going, So you're
telling me there's a chance.
Are you telling me there's a chance? Yeah, they had to win their last 3 games, had to have the Saints lose. Like so many other teams lose. It's insane. Like they have to have at least 30 different things to happen in order for them to
scenarios. Speaking of scenarios, actually, never mind.
Perfect storm.
Not for this one. I don't think there are any scenarios for the Bears. They can be eliminated with a loss. Technically, they can be eliminated with a loss, but at this point right here, the Bears, they are who we thought they were. Justin Fields is who I thought they were, and you can definitely play that.
Yeah,
the Bears, they are who we thought they were. Now,
if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
It's great timing, isn't it?
Great timing because that's the last time.
It's the matchup. Bears, though, just like Dennis Allen to deal with, the Bears are going to make them who I thought they were, and they're going to beat the Cardinals. Even though this is a 4:00 game, road game for the Cardinals, they're not going to have the same luck they had against like the Steelers. They're not going to have that same kind of road luck. I think that they get this struggle on the road, and I think the Chicago Bears get it done. The Bears get the win at home because realistically, they've had they've had 3 of their 5 wins at home this year too, which is crazy. Outscoring opponents at home by a good margin. They've only allowed 13 twice and 12, and their 3 home wins. So I think the Bears get the job done at the end of the day. My final score is going to be 27-20, but I think the Cardinals will get a garbage time touchdown.
All right, Tim, what say you, brother?
Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking that Dennis Allen piece, that Dennis Green piece. It was the Cardinals against the Bears, and the Bears took down the Cardinals back then. And I think they're going to do the same here this week. This Jordan Love kid is no. It's Justin Fields in this one. Justin Fields, he is improving, although very kind of slowly. I could say probably give him another maybe year or so. He may become their quarterback of the future, but right now he's just going okay. Arizona doesn't really have an identity, in my opinion. I mean, they're like a worst offense. One of the worst, as Chelsea just said. So with that, we're going to give it to the Bears. Give it the Bears 24-17 over those Canaries.
Canaries.
I gotta think of something because we got the chickens for the Eagles, we got the turkeys for the Falcons, we got the buzzards for the Seahawks, we got the Canaries for the Cardinals.
What's the Ravens?
And the Crows.
The Crows. All right. Love it. Okay, so both teams are coming off losses, but let's be honest, the Bears, they should have won their matchup this past week. They should have won their matchup because Darnell Mooney had it right in his hands. It's off his hands.
What happened to his
hands? Their defense has really made real strides this past month, which I think will be the deciding factor here. Chicago takes it behind a good defensive showing, but Arizona keeps it close. I'm going with the Bears to get the job over the Cardinals 24-21. Lowest ticketed price is $46.
Dang, though, that's surprising.
All right. Next game on the list is a battle of I-4 in Florida, as it is the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This game is in Tampa Bay. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Bucs are 1-point favorites.
Back on track.
Points.
Back on track.
1-point favorites.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Referee for this game is
referee for this game.
Brad Allen is the referee, and calling the game on CBS, you got Kevin Harlan and Trent Green. This game is going to be good because those two guys calling the game, you know it's going to be electrifying.
I'm calling both games.
He's got hell. I mean, come on. Gotta love it.
The man is drunk. And he's on the field. The man is drunk.
He's on the field. He's going past the 30. He's going to get tackled by security because he's an idiot.
You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
There you go.
Right.
On Monday nights, though.
On Monday nights. So Trevor Lawrence is in concussion protocol, which means it could be C.J. Beathard getting sick.
Oh, God.
But this game will come down to whether Baker Mayfield can have success against that Jacksonville defense. Can he replicate the success of last week? I think they can. I think Baker Mayfield and the Bucs can recreate that success. I think they win this game. I think it's going to be close, but at the end of the day, I'm going with the Buccaneers to get the job done over the Jacksonville Jaguars. When in doubt, go home team. 23-20. Give me Tampa Bay.
Yep. Let's see here what I got. Oh, yeah. Trevor Lawrence concussion protocol. Well, we'll just have to keep the radar on him for the next couple of days. Tampa Bay, I mean, Baker, what was it? Who is it? Baker Mayfield for Tampa Bay?
Baker Mayfield, yep.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he may pull one out here. So if I'm not sure about who's going to be starting for one team, you pretty much got to go for someone who you know is going to be starting. So that's basically how I made my pick here. Jaguars are probably not going to let them run away with it too much, but I'm going to go with the Bucks. Give me the Bucks over the Jags, 26-21.
This game is interesting to say the least because
don't be falling asleep.
I'm not. So,
no.
Dolphins and the Cowboys.
No, not yet.
Oh, sorry.
We're on Jaguars and Bucks. So.
I know. I forgot. All right. So I forgot. I know. I was thinking of my notes ahead of time. I have my notes. They're literally right next to each other. So I have my notes. So the Buccaneers and Jaguars. Jaguars lead the series overall 4-3. Jaguars are 1-2 against Tampa on the road, averaging 23.67 points on the road, while the Buccaneers are averaging 26 points at home. The crazy thing is that Trevor Lawrence is in concussion protocol. And if CJ Beathard plays, I do not trust the Jaguars at all. I'm sorry. I just cannot trust them, man. CJ Beathard is literally like I'm trying to remember what the meme was. There was a meme about CJ Beathard. It was really funny. I forgot it, though. He's literally like the dollar store version of Carson Wentz. If you ever see his face, look at his face with the beard and everything. He looks like the dollar store version of Carson Wentz. Look at him. That literally looks like dollar store version of Carson Wentz.
A little bit.
I don't know.
It's not good, man. It's just I don't think that they have a chance. I'm sorry. If Trevor Lawrence is out, I'm taking Buccaneers. But if Trevor Lawrence plays, I will take Jacksonville. It pretty much depends on whoever's playing it. No, people are saying this is an upset pick. It really isn't because Buccaneers are favored.
They are somehow,
they're somehow, some way they're the favorite, just like the Falcons. I'm going to take Tampa right now, but if Trevor Lawrence cannot play, I will change my pick to the Buccaneers. Change my pick to the Jaguars. It really is going to come down to realistically how Trevor Lawrence is going to deal with that concussion protocol. That literally is it's going to come down to.
Mm-hmm. Lowest ticketed price for this game is $64.
Oh, $5 away from greatness.
Nintendo 64.
Right.
Yep, $5 away from nice. Now, there's one of two games that could be considered this, but for us,
no,
I
it
think
is
we can both
easily
agree that this is the
This is obviously the game of the week.
As it is the Miami Dolphins against the Dallas Cowboys. This game is at Hard Rock Stadium, a.k.a. The Rock. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Dolphins are 1.5 point favorites.
1.5 point favorites? You're right.
Boy. All right. Referee for this game. Please don't give
You actually got a great referee, Sean Hockley.
Oh, thank God.
Good.
Sean Hockley. And calling the game on Fox, we got the A team. It is Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson. Well,
okay, here's what's going to happen. Well, that Lucas
first, of course.
Then, since I represent the visiting team, I will speak. Then we'll have Alex speak, since he is the home team.
That's right.
LC.
Wait, facts. Let's all go solo for this one. You're going solo twice. You get your wish.
Hey, I'll take solo twice. I'll take it. And I just dropped my terrible towel. Hold on.
Did you do that?
All right, there we go. There we go. So, the Cowboys and the Dolphins. This is definitely easy my game of the week because let's be honest, the game I have later is actually going to be something you guys will have to see for yourself. So, the Cowboys versus the Dolphins. The Cowboys lead the series overall 8-7. Dolphins have not won at home versus the Cowboys since December 17th, 1984.
Oh.
Cowboys average 25.4 points on the road versus the Dolphins, while the Dolphins are averaging 19 points at home, which is a big difference. It is the Super Bowl VI rematch. That's right. The big concern for me, there are two big concerns. The injuries of Tyreek Hill, Raheem Mostert, and Devon Achane.
They're back.
All three. They weren't practicing yesterday. They weren't practicing today. So that is a concern for me with the Dolphins.
Okay.
The Cowboys, though, they're also dealing with some stuff on their injury end with backup running back Rico Dowdle on the injury report, and also Zach Martin as well, and Tyron Smith are also injured according to this. So realistically, injuries are a big concern for both teams at this state of the game. Cowboys, it's the interior offensive, it's the offensive line. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's the actual offensive playmakers.
Mm-hmm.
So realistically, something's got to give here. The Cowboys looked absolutely terrible at Buffalo. They looked horrendous. But this game, realistically, is going to determine who really can move, who really can put up or shut up when it comes to big-time games. At the end of the day, if in doubt, go home team. I really think that the thing is, this game is going to come down to which offense is going to be able to get the points on the board first. And in the end, Dallas's defense is more of a bend, not break kind of defense from what I've seen. While the Dolphins, their offense, if they have everybody healthy, they're near unstoppable. And they could put up some points with no problem. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Miami Dolphins, the home team here, to get the job done, break that streak against the Cowboys, because that streak's got to end someday. Just like the Buffalo Bills streak, ending their streak earlier against the Chargers on the road. Dolphins end their streak this week against the Dallas Cowboys. Final score, Dolphins win this game by a final score of 35-33 in an offensive shootout. Dolphins get the job done.
All right. Tim,
call.
What say you? Call.
Okay. This is going to be the Cowboys' biggest test since week 5, when we got totally obliterated by those 49ers. This just is a star-studded matchup.
Damn right.
Star-studded.
You got Tua versus Dak. You got Raheem Mostert against Tony Pollard. You got Tyreek Hill and Jayden Waddle.
Oh, yeah.
Against CD Lamb and Brandon Cooks. Some people will say, who is going to cover Tyreek Hill? The question is not who. The question is how. How are you going to cover Tyreek Hill? I mean, that brother is one bad mama jamma. I mean, he showed it in Kansas City, and he showed it here in Miami.
Yes, he did.
Don't forget about Jalen Waddle. Waddle, baby. Don't forget about him, though.
Oh no.
I think this is going to be an awesome game. That defense for the Cowboys, they were the pass defense was non-existent last week because Buffalo just ran the ball with James Cook there. So it took out Michael Parsons, took out Stephon Gilmore, took out Deron Bland. So, but this one is going to be really good.
It's going to be great.
Oh, it is going to be great. In the end, it's going to be probably maybe going to overtime.
Overtime. Okay.
And I believe that the man who kicks the game-winning field goal will be the man who has not missed a single all year, Mr. Brandon Aubrey.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta pull it from my boys. This is a bounce back game because the boys are going to be coming in mad after what happened last week.
Well, they're going to be pissed.
So give me my boys over Alex's Dolphins. I hate to do this.
It's fine. It's fine.
And like I said, it may or may not go to overtime, but it might be close. Give me my boys over those Dolphins, 31-28. Jimmy, I gotta hear you.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
All right, Alex. Caw.
Ah.
Crack one open for this. Got some classic cranberry neutral. Cheers, everybody.
I'll try that.
Yes. This, by far, is an enormous game between two, not one, but two really good teams. Cowboys are playing a second straight road game, which is a challenge after getting absolutely slaughtered by the Buffalo Bills last week. Matter of fact, let me ask, how does that happen? You beat the Cowboys at home. You slaughter the Cowboys at home. Then the next week, you basically do the exact opposite against the Bills. I don't know. I'm not one to judge. History is in the past. The future is now. Dallas doesn't play well on the road, while Miami plays well at home. But the fact of the matter is, I know there's a lot of narratives going around about us that we can't beat good teams. We haven't beaten a team with a winning record since October of last year.
Damn.
Even so, I think the Cowboys will find a way to hang out in this one, but I think that narrative changes. I think we find a way to get the job done against those Dallas Cowboys. I'm going with the Dolphins to get the job done over Dallas, to kill that narrative, to finally silence those critics that say we can't beat good teams, to say that we don't belong, to say that we're soft, that we're frauds. Give me the Dolphins to get the job done over Dallas. 38-31. Fins up. Baby! Oh, yeah.
It is going to be must-see TV.
Yes, it is. Lowest ticketed price, by the way. What do you think it is? What do you think?
$335.
$250.
Lucas, you're close. You are $15 off. $320.
Wow. $320 for a hell of a game.
That's right. $320 to see two of the best teams go at it. Christmas Eve. Have a holly jolly Christmas. One of us will be having a holly jolly Christmas, hopefully with
Hopefully the other one will be just saying bye humbug, I guess.
That's right. All right.
I saw my team play last Christmas Eve. I get to have a break.
That's right. That is a lot of beer indeed. All right, now we get to Sunday night football night in America. NBC, check your local listings as it is. Oof, this game is going to suck. It is the New England Patriots.
NBC technically. This is
NFL Network. Excuse me, it's on NFL Network. My apologies, it's on NFL Network. So, NFL Network. This game is in Denver. Denver Broncos, New England Patriots. This game is in Denver, and the Broncos are 6.5-point favorites.
Yep, you're right again.
Referee for
so
this
far,
game
only 2 losses, and you're at Carl Sheffers.
And calling this game because it is on NFL Network. Got Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner.
All right, that says about that.
Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner. And Tim, I totally understand where you're coming from. Totally understand where you're coming from. He's a Patriots fan. He wants to see us suffer.
Yeah.
So, you got to do what you got to do. Lowest ticket price for this game in Denver is $67. Off by 2 for that nice number, unfortunately.
So, the thing with this game is a little bit crazy is that the Patriots are eliminated. The Broncos can still get in the playoffs if they have a few things happen. I think it's the Cincinnati Bengals lose, the Browns lose, and the Colts lose. I think they jump up. And then Dennis says, see you later, Dennis. Have a good one, man.
Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, my brother.
Merry Christmas, Dennis.
Merry
Christmas.
Quite contrary.
Don't worry, I'll see you Saturday, Dennis. All right, have a good one, man. So, anyways, New England is 3-2 in their last 5 regular season matchups versus the Broncos at 0-2 in their last playoff games. Broncos are averaging 18.4 points a game at home, while the Patriots average 27.8 points on the road versus the Broncos. The thing is, though, these aren't your daddy's Patriots. These are the new generation Patriots with
your daddy's Pats.
their offensive inconsistencies. Bailey, don't worry. Be Zappy is not going to operate the game. Denver has been playing a lot better lately. They are definitely a more consistent team. Even though they lost to Detroit, who clearly was the better team, the Broncos they've played really well, though. They've won 4 of their last 6 games. And I think they get back on their winning ways here and get the job done. My final score would be Denver. I'm going to say for 27, Broncos 17, Patriots 17. So 27-17 give me those Denver ponies.
27-17.
Russell Wilson, who can in fact cook. And speaking of,
where's Patrick Starr at?
Yeah, wasn't on last week. Actually,
we haven't seen him.
We haven't seen him in like 2 weeks. Actually.
No,
this is the second week in a row we've not seen him.
We haven't seen him. We haven't seen Sauce Gardner either. We haven't seen Adrian Peterson. We haven't seen a lot of those people. So, yeah. All right. So, Patriots are playing out the string while the Broncos are still pushing for that playoff spots. Denver defense played horribly against the Lions last week, but being back at home for a Christmas Eve game will get them playing well once again against those New England Patriots. It helps the that the New England offense isn't very good, so I think the Broncos take it. I think the Patriots are in contention for that #1 overall pick, so I think that is going to be they're going to be their guiding force towards the end of the season. So I'm going with the Broncos to get the job done over the Patriots, 24-10.
And give me the Broncos over the Patriots, 27-20. Not much more to say there.
Not much more to say there. And now we have not 1, not 2, but 3 games on Christmas Day.
Ho, ho, ho.
And a bottle of rum.
Yeah.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Starting out, we got the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. This game is at Arrowhead. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Chiefs are 10-point favorites.
You're right on the money.
10-point favorites for the reigning defending undisputed Super Bowl champions. Referee for this game is
Alex, your favorite.
Cleat.
Yep.
And there are two networks broadcasting this.
Yes,
game.
there is. You got to talk about this.
You got CBS, Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and then on Nickelodeon.
You
got Noah Eagle and Nate Burleson.
Nick. Nickelodeon.
Definitely going to be watching that broadcast at my work. I don't care what anybody says. Who you guys got and why? Raiders and Chiefs.
I'm making this simple and to the point. Chiefs are lead the series 73-54-2. They won in week 12, 31-17, and the Raiders are 1-10 in their last 11 road games versus the Chiefs. Sorry, Raider Ben. Raiders are getting whooped. You may put up 63 against the Chargers, but the Chiefs are a whole different animal, especially because the Chiefs have not been playing well lately. And maybe if Taylor Swift's there, maybe they'll talk about her for 37 different times while in the middle of this game. Final score, Chiefs win this game easily, 34-17. It's not a lock, but this game is not going to be close.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I will say Taylor Swift does look good in Chiefs red, but hell, she'd look good in anything. Anyway,
did you see her drop an F-bomb when this past week when the Chiefs got a wrong call?
Yeah, the pass interference call that was not called on that attempted reception by Travis Kelce. Yeah, that was kind of bull right there.
Yep,
that was bull.
But anyway, these two teams always getting together twice a year, and it's just ugly. These rivals here. Vegas is going to come out. Going to come out pretty good here. 10 points. Kansas City's given 10 points. I think it's just a little too generous there because actually I have this as my point spread game of the week.
Oh, I forgot this is my point spread game of the week as well.
Oh,
this is mine as well. Chiefs blow them out of the water.
Yeah, it's gonna be. 27-21 is my final score. I'm taking the Chiefs with the win, but I'm taking the Raiders with the points.
I'm actually taking the Chiefs with the points, actually. I'm going to say that my score, 34-17, is actually going to hold up.
There we go.
They double up the Raiders.
Okay, so the Chiefs got back on track last week against the Patriots and now can push to get that top seed in the AFC. They beat the Raiders earlier this year on the road, but the Raiders are a better defensive team now. Call me crazy, but come on. Where's the thing? Come on. No.
It's a trap. Oh.
It's a trap. Oh.
It's a trap. It's a trap. I'm with
trap.
Tim on this one. I think the Raiders last week putting up 63 against the Chargers we'll see some of that in this game, but at the end of the day, I think the Chiefs will get the job done at home. 24-21. Give me Kansas City. And the lowest ticketed price for this game is $144.
I like that.
All right. Next game on the list is the New York Football Giants and those Philadelphia Chickens.
Philadelphia Chickens.
This game is in Philadelphia, and the Eagles are 12-point favorites.
They are 12-point favorites.
12-point favorites. Referee for this game is
Ron Torbert.
I'm calling the game on Fox. You got Joe Davis and Daryl Johnson, a.k.a.
Moose.
There it is.
On the call.
So the Eagles have lost 3 straight games, but this is a good chance to get back on the right track, if you know what I mean. The Giants are playing consecutive road games, which is always tough. They might be without Tommy DeVito, who is still in concussion protocol, so Tom Cutlets might not be making the trip out to Philadelphia. I don't. It's a tougher when the team is against a team that's playing for a division title like the Eagles are, while you are playing out of the string. So look for the Eagles to bounce back here and have a healthy showing from Jalen Hurts. I think the Eagles get the job done easily, 30-15. Fly, Eagles, fly. Die, chickens, die. That means you know who we got to hear from next.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
Senator Romy.
Yep. That's right.
Well, I will say one thing. Anytime that those chickens lose a game, it just brings a huge smile to my face. But I'm afraid that's not going to happen this week. Eagles are going to be fighting mad after losing with just 28 seconds left in the game. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was. And Giants just playing for pride. Eagles still trying to hold on to first place in the FC East. This is really no contest here. So give me those chickens over those dwarfs.
The Little Giants.
Yeah, give me the chickens. 35-17, and guess what? I'm locking up the chickens.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. Or the week.
Oh.
Yeah.
They were in consideration for my lock of the week, but I decided to make the last game of the week my lock of the week. And you'll hear why in just a second.
What?
Giants and Eagles. Let's be honest, Ron Torbert is the referee for this game, but him and his crew are not going to do that much work. The Eagles lead the series overall 92-88-2. The Giants have only won in Philadelphia 2 times since 2011, and only 6 times overall. They've won 6 times overall against the Eagles in the last 12 years. So once every 2 seasons, they might get a win. So at the end of the day, Eagles are going to crush the Giants. Let's be honest here. Tommy DeVito is not going to have enough to get the job done.
If he plays.
If he plays. But still, let's be honest. Whoever starts for the Giants, it could be Tyrod Taylor, Tommy DeVito, Danny DeVito, It could be any one of them. There's not the results.
Mike Glennon.
That Mike Glennon. The Eagles, at the end of the day, need this win badly. The Giants. This will be the game that eliminates them from the playoffs. This will be the game that eliminates them from the playoffs. You had a nice, fun little story, Tommy DeVito, but it's time for all good stories to end. And the Cinderella story of the Giants with Tommy DeVito, that clock striking midnight against the Eagles. Final score: Eagles 37, Giants 20.
Did Tommy and Danny meet each other yet? Have they met each other yet?
No, they haven't. But
why?
I don't know why.
Why are they robbing us of that?
Happen. They
are robbing us of a golden opportunity. Just saying.
They are. But Alex, we need to hear Senator Romy one more time.
Yes, one more time.
One more time. Let's go.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
And it's surprising he still has a mustache, and he now has a mustache.
Yeah.
All right. Final game of the match. Final game of the week.
The match
is the final match of the week. Final match of the week. Final game of the week. You know what I'm talking about. For a lot of people, this is also 1A, 1B. The game of the week.
I'm doing this the Shay Shay like no thing, that no face that Shay Shay does.
As it is the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. This game is in Santa Clara at Levi Stadium. And from what I'm seeing right here, the 49ers 5.5-point favorites.
They actually went down to 4.5.
Oh.
So 13-3 record this week. Pretty good. I'll give you that, Alex.
Okay. Referee for this game is
Bill Vinovich.
And you got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on the call. This game is going to be on ABC exclusively.
There is no Manning cast until the playoffs.
No Manning cast because it's Christmas. They want to spend time with their family, and rightfully so.
I'm going to go ahead. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and go first on this one because I want to talk about this game. The Ravens may lead the series overall 5-2, but the Ravens are 1-2 on the road in the 49ers in their history, averaging 16.33 points on the road, while the 49ers average 23.33 points at home against the Ravens all time. And realistically, the Ravens really had to rely on the Jaguars and the Chargers and any other big game that they're in, and they're winning these somehow blowout games. There realistically are teams that literally are just making mistakes and fumbling the ball right in front of their faces and can't control. Like Jacksonville, they should have won that game. Brandon McManus converts his field goals. Trevor Lawrence gets his touchdowns. They get points off of that before the fumble. They literally are making so many mistakes. It's not even funny. These teams, the Ravens are somehow dominating. The Ravens are the most overrated 11-3 team in the entire league, and it's not even close. And most overrated 11-3 team I've ever seen in my entire life. Lamar Jackson, he's a hell of an athlete. I will give him credit for that. But their Ravens offensive line is like Swiss cheese, especially with Ronnie Staley having one of the worst professional years of his career, being constantly in and out of the lineup. And the defense, literally, the defensive line is the weak point for the Ravens. Their secondary is good, but their defensive line is the big problem for the Ravens. And with a good run game, they're toast. Let's be honest here. 49ers are my lock of the week.
Oh.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. Or the week.
Going bold.
Going bold here. 49ers are my lock of the week. Let's be honest here. The Ravens are the most overrated team in the league, and it's not even close. You put a good running back against the Baltimore Ravens, they're in trouble. Because once you open up the run against the Baltimore Ravens, you can literally just start hitting the 10 and 12-yard passes, the short passes, to completely rip that Baltimore Ravens defense apart. You go deep, you're going to be in trouble. But if you go small, you're going to beat this team. It's completely easy, and I don't understand how any team has not done this yet. And I was able to figure out the Ravens game plan back in 2019 when Lamar had his MVP season, how you could beat the Ravens. And I figured it out. I cracked the code on the Ravens this year. You put a team that has a good running game against their defensive line and then throw passes in the middle and the short pass is not going deep, you're going to crush this Ravens team. 49ers win this game. Final score.
I'll keep note of that for next week.
41-17.
Oh,
Wow.
41-17. I think the Ravens get completely embarrassed in front of the Monday night stage. I think they get whooped.
Ooh.
I think this is a game where pretty much people realize the Ravens are frauds. The Ravens, I'm sorry, they're the biggest frauds in the NFL. They're saying,
You for real?
I am 100% for real. I'm waiting.
You for real?
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Damn.
Other than the Detroit Lions, name the most impressive win that the Ravens have had this year.
Actually, let me look at their schedule. Let me look at their schedule real quick. Ravens schedule.
Well, actually, while Alex is looking up the Ravens schedule, I'm just going to go ahead and give my.
Go ahead, Tiny Tim.
Against the Seahawks. Seahawks, maybe?
No. Nope.
Rams
They got
in
lucky
overtime.
against the Eagles.
Rams in overtime, they got lucky there.
Go ahead, Tiny Tim. Keep going.
All right. Well, anyway, until Alex finds a,
I can't find it.
Couldn't find one.
None.
Point made, I guess, huh?
Point blank and the period.
Anyway, I actually think that this is not going to be the kind of match that LC is thinking of, because Baltimore does have a good offense, and their defense may be shaky a little bit at times, but I actually think this is going to be closer than what other people think. I am taking the 49ers to win. The number, it's going to be a great match. Number one seed in the NFC versus number one seed in the AFC. But you just got to go. I'm leaning toward the 49ers on this one. I know A-Bob's going to be very happy to hear this.
A-Bob.
A-Bob.
Yeah, so give me – this is going to be closer than a lot of people think. Give me the Niners over those Ravens, 38-31.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the games of the week, maybe even the game of the year when you think about that, because whether LC wants to admit it or not, these are the two best teams in either conference.
Right now, yes, but that won't last very long.
Record says otherwise. 49ers are getting back the Ravens playing consecutive road games. They're getting a break, playing the Ravens because the Ravens are playing consecutive road games. They are back at home at Levi's Stadium. 49ers offense is the best unit of all the four units in this game. Ravens offense, Ravens defense, 49ers offense, 49ers defense. 49ers offense is the best unit out of the three, out of the four, which is why I think they will win this one. Brock Purdy outduels Lamar Jackson. So give me the 49ers to get the job done at home Christmas Day over the Ravens, 28-21, lowest ticketed price. Highest one so far this week, $338.
Wow. Good ticket.
I don't know if I said Eagles Giants. It was 173.
All right.
73. But yeah, that is going to do it for episode 16 of Four Horsemen of
Alex,
Pick'ems.
before we go, though, we got the stadium machine. We got the playoff machine.
You got the playoff machine.
Oh, yeah. Fire that
playoff
baby
machine.
up.
If everything, if we have week 16 go the way I think it's going to go, this is what the playoff picture could look like.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
Baltimore,
no.
Miami, Kansas City, Indianapolis, Houston, Cleveland, and Buffalo. Ooh. But there are a lot of things that right now, if you say right now, so I'm going to actually refresh this so I don't have any of the picks. Yes, go ahead.
I was going to say switch the Bills to the Chargers. I actually like that where it's at right now.
So you want to do? So which ones you want to do? So I'll do your. So we'll do. Somehow beat the Bills, which I doubt's going to happen.
Let's see.
Let me see that. Let me see what's going to happen though. I'm trying to think of what could happen. So if everything happens, but everything happens that we said, except for the Bills.
Yeah, save that one for
and
last.
I'm just getting the last bit of it here. Hold on.
Seahawks, Colts, Packers, Niners,
If this only this would load.
Eagles, Chiefs, Dolphins.
Here's what we look at.
Oh,
That's
the
if the
Bengals and
win.
Jake Browning.
Boy, if the Steelers won, I guess. If the Steelers won that matchup, though, it would be
Jaguars.
The Jaguars.
But put the Bills there just because they're probably going to win. Put the Bills at the win against the Chargers. That's what's going to happen. Oh. It didn't change.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me change it. So it's Bengals. Hold on. Give it a second. Yep. It'll load. I think I had it at Buffalo. So just give it a second.
It didn't change.
Give it a second. And my batteries.
I don't think it changed.
It'll change. Hold on. Give me a second.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I know my batteries. It'll change. Give it a second.
I believe it.
Come on, Bills.
Push the button.
All right, yeah. So it should change. So if you had it before, the Bills were the 6th, 7th seed.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I hope that's not the case.
Hello. What happened?
I don't know. Well,
Well, I've got the playoff machine here on my screen here.
Okay.
And if my picks go the way they do, we would have Baltimore at number 1, Kansas City number 2, Miami at number 3, Jacksonville number 4, Cleveland 5, Cincinnati 6, Buffalo 7.
Yep, Buffalo would be 7.
Did you push the button?
No, for some reason my computer is definitely having issues. So I know definitely we got to plug this thing in as soon as this is over.
Okay.
And then on the NFC side, if all my picks are correct, we would have San Francisco still at 1. We would have Detroit at 2. We would have Dallas at 3, Tampa Bay 4.
Okay.
And then Philly at 5, the Rams at 6, Seattle at 7th.
Ooh.
So
Seattle.
Very, very, very interesting here.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Very interesting indeed. Well, from all of us to you, we wish you a very Merry Christmas this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in to the Four Horsemen and Pick'ems. I will try my best to call the game this Sunday against the Dolphins and the Cowboys.
Alex, I think I may be free on Sunday. So, with your kind permission, I'd like to join you.
Collaboration.
Ooh.
If you will. Okay.
I like it.
I'll see what we can do. I like it.
Just let me know.
All right. Okay. I will. We'll do that. We'll do that. What's 4:25 Eastern time?
So that'll be about 3:25 my time. So
let's do it.
Sounds good.
Let's do it. All right.
In the meantime, of course, be on the lookout for Fantasy Football Fever. Tuesday nights, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Me, John Flynn, John Natale. We are going into the semifinals of our fantasy league.
Yep. And I actually made it in.
You did?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did. I beat Adam. My buddy Adam.
Yeah, yes, you did. You beat Adam Oliver. Let me get this one up here. Yeah, let me see what our schedule is because Lucas, you're playing up against
Flynn,
right? Yeah, playing against Sean Flynn
for the win.
And then I have the numbers. I'll be thinking on.
All right.
Okay.
I like that.
I know. So, and which I think we decided that which one of you guys wins the matchup. Whoever wins, either Dino or maybe you or both. Maybe
What was that? You kind of cut out there real quick. Accident. Cut out there at the end.
Oh, I was going to say maybe we can get either Dino or Lucas to join us on Tuesday night if they're available.
Oh,
all right. I could be available because I'll actually be off work.
Okay.
On winter break. So
winter break.
Excellent.
Excellent indeed. Yes. LC Muscles. We'll see you next week.
Whenever. Don't worry. You'll see me whenever. Don't worry.
Wait, bet payment. We've got to see if that bet. If
don't
you
worry.
Lose the bet.
If I lose the bet, that's the key word is if.
If you lose that bet, you got to do that thing where you got some snow
and then snow. Yeah. I'll have to figure that one out.
Backdrop. Yeah, mosh pit. All right, so for Tiny Tim, for LC Muscle 28, for Yenzer Max Steel, Sermon Steelman, and wherever he may be, they pizzle and peace out and fins up, baby. We'll see you guys next time.
Let's go, Steelers. Come on, you can do this. You can beat those Bungles.
Come on, Cowboys. We got to take down those fish. And to all, a good night.
A good night. I love it.
We know.